So, The Flash. Ooh, my goodness. Where do we even begin? So, The Flash has been getting hyped up for a long time. I mean, um, James Gunn has said that it's probably one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Um, David Zaslav, the boss of Warner Brothers Discovery, has also said that this is probably one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. And that's fine. Like, they're entitled to their opinions. My question is, what other superhero movies have you seen? Like, I just need to know, what else are you comparing this to? Because if you've only watched 3 superhero movies, if you've only watched Black Adam, Shazam 2, and the Aquaman movie, and you say this is the great, I mean, I don't know if I can trust your judgment. That's all I'm saying. Now, James Gunn saying it, I mean, sorry, you run the studio. Everything better be the best. James Gunn better be like DJ Khaled out there. Whenever, I don't care what it comes out, whatever comes out, we the best. Who? We. God did. We the best. That's why I can't even really take what he says. What is James Gunn gonna say when a movie's not good? What's he gonna say? He gonna say it's up? He gonna say don't go watch it? So you have to take that in consideration. You're not gonna badmouth your own movies. So if you sit here and say that this movie is the greatest thing ever, like, am I really about to sit here and believe you? So the hype around The Flash has been a lot. As I'm sure many of you already know. Ezra Miller has had a long litany of issues following so many years, just going back so many years. I could not, you type in Ezra Miller on my channel, Ezra Miller, you'll find everything. Ezra Miller, who is the title character of The Flash, has been accused of grooming minors, has trespassed, has assaulted women, has been arrested, pled guilty to being arrested for stealing. Did I miss anything? I mean, Ezra was a whole domestic terrorist to Hawaii. Then Ezra went, I want to say, to Iceland and became an international terrorist over there. Push comes to shove, basically, Ezra's behavior has been beyond problematic. WB for a long time has kept silent. They haven't said nothing. A lot of this is because WB had already shot most of the Flash movie, if not all of it, by the time Ezra was in the news literally every week. Like, y'all were here. Y'all know all I do is report on the news. Every week, Ezra was in the news for something new. Every week. Ezra groomed this. Ezra terrorized that. Ezra stole this. Ezra spit on this actor. Ezra did this. Like, I wasn't even looking for the news. The news just kept coming. But WB stayed quiet. And through their silence, and I understand, I don't agree with it. I think they should have called him out for it. But at the same time, they were also trying to realize, they were also cognizant of the fact that other people worked on this film. Other people have, and you don't want to make everybody else suffer just because Ezra's been running around acting like a nut. So, we saw what ended up happening. Ezra released a statement stating that, they have complex mental health issues and that they're going to get some help. Okay. WB is basically giving Ezra limited press. So I told y'all earlier that CinemaCon had just happened, and during CinemaCon, this is when WB felt so confident about the Flash that they were like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and screen the movie, and they released it. They screened it. So instead of a test audience or whatever, now they have a actual audience of fans and moviegoers and owners and stuff like that. And the reactions have been pretty positive. It debuted at CinemaCon with plenty of Easter eggs and cheers for Michael Keaton's Batman. Ezra Miller was not in attendance, which is great. And the director and producer, who are siblings, they said the version of the film that screened on Tuesday is not finished. It's unfinished, but it's still pretty awesome. There are no closing credits, so it's possible that even more surprises are in store for those who purchase tickets. And I've already told you, so David Zaslav told the CinemaCon crowd that he's already seen The Flash 3 times. He said it's a very emotional movie. You're going to go through all the emotions, and it's the best superhero movie I've ever seen. Once again, I don't trust you. You need more people. If you also go check on my channel, you also saw that even Tom Cruise got to see the movie early and gave it some praise, right? So I'll say this, especially for the people that have seen The Flash and the ones that have given their reactions and reviews for it. I think that the movie's great from what I'm hearing. Now, for the people, again, the hyperbolic criticisms, for the people that are like, this is the greatest thing ever, and this, like, what you're saying. Do you know what you're saying? What you're telling me is this movie is better than Infinity War and Endgame. It's better than Winter Soldier. It's better than, I don't know what else. Thor Ragnarok. It's better than The Dark Knight. Like, do y'all know what y'all saying when y'all say that? Are y'all just saying it's the best superhero movie this year? That would be better. Shoot, even Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you could throw that in the mix too. So when y'all sit here saying it's the best movie ever, like, you sure? So again, I don't discredit, or I don't think that the movie's bad. I don't think the movie's just good. I do think that the movie is probably really good. I just don't believe this extra hype of, oh my God, it's the best thing in the world. Now, I have no problem eating my words. Y'all already know I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. If and when I go see that movie, and if it is one of the best things ever, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to be like, y'all, listen, yo, Infinity War who? Infinity, Endgame what? I would let y'all know if that's the case. But right now, it sounds like a lot of hype and a lot of cap. So I don't know. Let's not forget. There were some people talking about Thor Love and Thunder was like, oh my gosh, Marvel's back. Yeah. So it's like, oh, hold on. Now, here's the thing. I've told y'all about Ezra Miller's background. I've told y'all about the things and the problematic behavior Ezra's had. I have been very adamant and very clear in stating my opinion about Ezra Miller and their actions. I've told you very, very, very clearly, Ezra deserves whatever help needed to help with whatever mental issues, etc. But Ezra Miller should not continue being the Flash at all. I've told y'all, like, outside of all the other stuff, outside of all the arrests and the accusations and all that, out of all of that, the one tipping point for me, which should be an automatic breach of contract, should be an automatic problem, was the one thing. And I know some people are like, but it was just an accusation. I don't care. It's too much. Why are you even in this position? It was the one accusation of Ezra Miller dressing up, or I'm sorry, using the Flash, like the toy, or dressing up as the Flash, or whatever it was, and allegedly using that imagery, saying, I'm the Flash, I'm the Flash, I'm the Flash, using your company's IP to groom minors. It's bad enough that you sitting here grooming minors, allegedly. But then you gonna put the franchise IP on top of that? You gonna use the Flash persona on top of that? The character that's supposed to be a hero? You supposed to be a hero and you doing villainous acts, allegedly, outside of that? You want kids to look up to that? That's like Marvel saying, you know what? Don't worry about it. We want the Pied Piper R. Kelly to be the new character, the new hero in the MCU. What? What? So my biggest issue has been, I don't think it's a good look if Ezra Miller continues as the Flash, recast the Flash. So let me go ahead and show you guys this one story. This was from an interview with the director, Andy Muschietti, I think his name is Muschietti. And he was asked, will there be a Flash 2? Is there going to be a sequel? The movie ain't even come out yet. Here's what he had to say. While speaking with comicbook.com, Muschietti revealed if the Flash sequel will happen. We didn't talk about it. I think that we're all waiting to see how this movie does. Of course, there's excitement about continuing the story, especially if this movie's successful. Of course, there's an architecture in DC that is brewing and it's being created. And the question is, will this new architecture absorb this story? The good thing about the multiverse is that anything is possible. The multiverse allows all of this different worlds to coexist and interact. And so hopefully, yes, we don't know yet. That's the truth. Let me go on record and say this now. I don't care if the Flash makes $2 billion. I don't care if it breaks records and makes $3 billion. Ezra Miller should not be the Flash. Period. It could be the best thing that Ezra's ever done on his resume. It could be the best thing. It should also be the last thing, especially when it comes to the Flash. And if WB puts profits over morality, shame on you. Shame on you. Because I just know, if I were related to one of the victims, alleged victims, I would never let y'all hear the end of it. I might even sit here and file a suit if I could. I don't know. You cannot propel and reward terrible behavior. And it is a reward. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it is the responsibility of WB to punish Ezra Miller. I'm not saying that, because that's not their job. But you do reward him. You do reward Ezra Miller if you continue on by employing them and letting them go be the Flash. And I think that would just be wrong on a lot of levels. And I think it'll be wrong for a lot of levels, not only for just the bare basic problematic nature of, you've got someone that's got, there are lawsuits against Ezra Miller right now. lawsuits. People have been dropped for less. WB dropped Johnny Depp for less. What are y'all waiting for? If you want to wait for the end of the movie, that's fine. I've already told y'all the best thing that the Flash movie could do is to have a post-credit scene where Barry messes up the timeline and we got a new Barry. Fine. Easy. You don't think people still gonna watch the Flash? If it's not Ezra Miller, y'all don't need Ezra Miller. I don't care how great their performance is. You don't need Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller does not make the Flash. The Flash is fine in its own self. The character is what matters, not him. People ain't checking for Ezra like that. So shame on WB in advance if they were to decide to keep Ezra Miller. And here's the thing, I don't even care if Ezra goes through rehab and passes with flying colors. Ezra can be rehabbed. Ezra can have $3 billion with this box office movie. I still say get rid of Ezra. Because my other question is, what y'all gonna do after y'all make all this money? What y'all gonna do as a company when one of these other lawsuits falls through? What y'all gonna do if another alleged victim steps forward? How long y'all gonna make this dance go? How much you want to weigh on all this stuff from happening? How many people do y'all have to potentially pay off, allegedly? Y'all really want these problems when all you have to do is just recast? I mean, the Flashpoint is a whole reset button. Just reset. Start over. Recast. It'd be the perfect exit. The perfect exit. Let's hope that justice prevails and WB wisens up, because I do think that whatever they decide to do with Ezra is going to be a potential domino effect in terms of how other studios treat their actors and where they draw their moral lines. All right. Y'all let me know, what do you think about the Flash hype? Let me know what you think about if the Flash is super successful, high ratings, high money, box office. What do y'all think? Do y'all think maybe Ezra Miller should get a pass? If Ezra comes clean and passes rehab and I don't know, does all the right things. I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do you think about this situation? Put your comments down below.